Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day, everyone. Introduce myself. My name is Noval Octaviansa, and I am from the PBAB class, which on this occasion will present material related to academic listening and speaking. So, everyone, can you watch and listen to it? And let's move on to material. Well, everyone, here we can see that the title of the journal that I got on Google Scholar or Cendekia with the title is Developing the Student English Speaking Skill Using Communicative Activities Method. And this journal was published in August 2018. And also we can see that it was they who wrote this article journal. They are Miat Miat Mo and Jimar Nin, Himed Min. They are from the Department of Natural Language English, University of Computer Studies, Kila. And the second is the Department of Engineering English Technological University. And everyone, this PPT created by Noval Octaviansa. So let's move to the next slide. Why speaking is so very important, everyone? Because this with the good public speaking skill, you can convey ideas, information, or other things well. And in addition, you also become more confident, can lead others and influence others. To public speaking skill can also expand your networking. That's right, everyone. This definition, if we have a good public speaking, it can be an added value for us to get a job, for example. And maybe we have ever imagined how can other people when speaking is very structured and beautiful. Therefore, here I will explain several things that can help us in developing how public speaking is trained. So for the next slide, it's about introduction this article. English language is a universal language and one of the simplest and easiest language in the world. English language is the dominant business language and it has become almost necessary for people to spoken English because there are many motivations to learn this language such as the modern world language of media, international economic, tourism, technology and scientific articles, and the internet that demands a good knowledge of English, especially of spoken English. Of course, everyone, while reading and listening are considered to be receptive skills in language learning, and writing and speaking are the other two productive skills necessary to be integrated of development of effective communication. Overall, the four macro English skill speaking seems to be the most important skill required for communication, everyone. From the study of teaching theories in developing speaking skill using communicative activities and many related research studies, it was hypothesized that the three communicative activities, discussion, problem solving, and the role playing, might help solve the problem. Everyone, on the basis of this literature, as the researcher would study the impact of these three communicative activities. They are discussion, problem solving, and role playing of student development of speaking skill and student attitude toward teaching English speaking using the three communicative activities. So for the next slide, it's objective of the study. It is journal article. The first one is to study and compare English speaking skill using the three communicative activities of first year student beforehand after learning. And the second one is to study the student attitude toward English speaking skill using the three communicative activities. So that's all the objective or the goals, everyone, of this in this article. The purpose of the three components here are problem solving, role playing, and discussion, which has the aim of the motivation of students to want to use their English to confidently. Well, everyone, here I will explain some things in the methodology. Wait a minute, everyone. So here about the methodology. For the A is the research design. In the research design, have the first one, the sample and the variable. For the sample, everyone in the research designs, the sample were the 35 first year student at university at computer student, Metkila, Myanmar, and the target group were the 12 student divided into group. At least group is the 11 student. They have an English proficiency levels like the high, medium, and low using purposive selection. The research was an experimental study of a single group, which was pre and the post test for a quantitative data collection. So for the variable here, the defense variable was the teaching English speaking skill using the three communicative activities. Independent variables were student English speaking abilities and attitude toward teaching English speaking using the three communicative activities. Like the previously is about role playing, problem solving, and discussion. So everyone, for the B is the instrument. The instrument have the lesson plans. The lesson plan is an attitude questionnaire, student learning log, and the data analysis, a semi-structured the interview, the discusser and the reported teacher's journal, and the test of English speaking ability was used pre-test and the post-test have the two tests everyone. So move to the data collection. Here the data collection is the 8 lesson plans with the 3 different communicative activities were used in a language classroom with the 35 students. So everyone, for the data collection and the study done in the authentic classroom, a test of English speaking ability test was employed as a pretest. 8 lesson plans with the 3 different communicative activities were used in language classroom with the 35 students. In the meantime, everyone, the students are asked to write their learning log, and the researchers wrote the teacher journal. And after the completion of the teaching, the students were interviewed using the semi-structured form finally, and the attitude questionnaire was employed. So everyone, what the D is the data analysis technique. What the data analysis techniques is, we can say the data reduction and data presentation and conclusion. So for the data analysis starts from the beginning of the research and during the whole process of research in the research. The 3 techniques is analysis were applied. They are the data reduction, data presentation, and the conclusion. So for the stage of the research are as follows. The first one, pretest. In the pretest, we can know about discussion, problem solving, and the role playing. Is the conducted for the whole class. And the second one, everyone, the class is divided into the 3 groups. And the third one is the post test is done using the same test for all the groups. And the fourth analysis is done to compare the data of the 3 groups. And the finally, the conclusion is drawn from the various data obtained. And the last is the research result are reported. So for the next in the methodology is data analysis, the qualitative and the quantitative, everyone. So for the data analysis is done analysis quantitative and the qualitative. The quantitative analysis were from a test of English speaking ability and attitude questionnaire. The qualitative analysis were done from student learning log, semi-structured interview, and the teacher journal using the triangulation method. So everyone, move to the next slide. So here the slide I will to explain about the research findings. The student in the 3 groups prepare they're speaking by using the three communicative activities, the text. After the practice, the post-test for the three groups were conducted with the following results. So everyone, beside the picture, the definition, the research finding, here is the line chart. I go to the line chart from the table chart. So I want to explain briefly that the from the line chart, the pretest mean score was the 71.6%, and the post-test mean score was 90.8% according to the line chart figure 1. The student English speaking ability after using the three communicative activities were significant higher than the prior to their use. The student attitude towards teaching English speaking using the three communication activities was rated as good. From the table above, we can see that the student who practiced using communicative activities method before and after difference 19 19.2%. So everyone, I can take just one example because maybe the picture is not very clear, right? Everyone. So before the test, the student score is the below the average. After the post test, the student score is high. I think everything can be understood. So for the next slide is about discussion. Discussion here, everyone, the post-test mean score of the student English speaking abilities was significantly higher than the pre-test one after the employing the three communication activities. Of course, the communication activities here is the discussion, role playing, and the problem solving. So the study produced several important results that are discussed below. The post-test mean score of the student English speaking ability was significant higher than the pre-test one of after the employing the three communicative activities, discussion, problem solving, and role playing. So for the characteristic of the activities may have encouraged interaction among the student in the language classroom. This create a poor opportunity for language practice. So everyone, why the atmosphere in the working in the groups? For the atmosphere can listen, they fair in making mistake when speaking English. Students in the group can support others in the team needing help. They can express themselves for the success while working in the groups. This can lead to self-monitoring, more confidence in speaking everyone, and enjoyment can encourage them to participate more in learning. The result of this study supported the effectiveness of these three communication activities in developing English speaking skill. Moreover, everyone, it can be seen from the current study that division into small groups promoted that student confidence in the producing the language. As a result of their language proficiency, students have been trained in using the language function appropriately. Therefore, they could successfully develop themselves using their activities. In the conducting every one of the communicative activity, the context should be focused on the meaning, not the form. While the students are involved is an activity, there should be not teacher intervention. So everyone, for this last slide is about the conclusion. Conclusion here, the student attitude towards teaching English speaking skill using the three communicative activity was rated as good. This may result from having been provided adequate language function in situations that occur in real communication, leading to their confidence in speaking the language, everyone. They felt satisfied with their speaking English when using these three communicative activities. The process of teaching and learning help creating in small group. The feeling of success is learning to speak English through the three activities stabilize their motivation to learn the language, everyone. So that's all. Thank you, everyone. Well, I think that's all I can explain on these opportunities. Uh, And I hope it's useful for all. And see you later. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.